Hi everybody, this is Black Rhino Ranger. I know this is very late, but I had some medications to take care of. I've had to visit some doctors, some relatives, very behind on some animation works. But in case you don't know what you're looking at, I have a Patreon account, and what am I using this Patreon for? I'm using it to create cartoon characters for anyone to adopt for any of their works, whether commercial or free stuff. Any of your works is fine. DeviantArt, you buy them, and yeah, you can make they're yours. You buy them, they're yours for the taking. Can do anything you want to them. Just a moment. Okay, so these are some characters I've made which you can adopt, and over here is these are the tiers for how much money you should donate to get these specific things. If you just want to support me, you can just donate $1. If you like my mascot and you wish you did a few more things, donate $2 for me to give my character Black Rhino Ranger do anything you want him to do, like fight crime, clean up the house, petting an animal, etc. You can have him fight even the bloodiest of crimes, or pet the sharpest of animals like a porcupine. And over here is for $5. This is where you get to buy any random character I make of your choice. At $10, you got an idea for a character, but you're unable to draw or think what it looks like. Ask me to draw that character for you, up to 10 different poses of your choice. And if you go with $25, you can ask me to include your character in a 3-panel comic. You have to ask me. You can suggest a story or a joke you want to tell from the comic, or you can ask me to come up with the joke or the story. You could donate $40 for a 6-panel version, or $75 for a 2-pager, or $100 for a 6-page comic. You want it a bit longer, you want it funnier, or you want it more action. Any way you want. But if you want them to be more lively, donate $150 to have it in a 10 or 30-second animation. Warning, only up to 3 Patreons per month are allowed to donate. But if you want it in for one entire minute, do it for $275, but only 2 Patreons per month are allowed. So yeah, that's my tiers. Now, what about the characters? So these are some of the characters I made so far. This is Sandstork. He's part thorny devil and part stork. No one knows where he came from. Some say that he was made by merging the stork and the devil together in a sandstorm, and to create a brand new powerful being humanity has ever known. Some say he can spin around and shoot thorns within 360 degrees. Some say he feeds on nothing but dust, but kills anything for no reason. Mysteries of the creature have yet to be discovered, but you have to be an insane lunatic to meet this bird face to face. And this is Hedgerot, a deer that was killed by a predator next to a very strange bush. After the predator has its fill, the bush started to glow, and the corpse of the deer got sucked in. A few hours later, the deer woke into looking like a deer-skulled bush being resembling a hedgehog. This also gave him the ability to drain plants, and making them produce no more food, and slowly turning the world into a desolated ball of despair. Boilburst, part fire salamander and part pistol shrimp. a hot-tempered, bubbling, boiling, toiling, and troubling beast. Originally made in a lab to produce hot water, but then he refuses to be enslaved by it, so he rebelled and went on his own journey. Is he a good guy or a bad guy? Well, once you buy the character, it's up for you to decide. Pixie Thrust. Technology, the war between technology and magic. Pardon me. This pixie got injured in the battle. This caused her parts of her to be completely cyberized, including her arms, her feet, and even her wings. Now keep in mind, these are all pre-detailed. You can once you buy the characters, you can modify the details anytime. Their description, their detail on their appearance, any way you want. Just donate $5 for them. Arachrobat. This spider loves to work out and be lively, unlike the spiders who like to wait for their prey to come near them, caught in a web or by the door or just going right past them. But this guy, he's as active as he's as active as, say, a bird constantly flying for the winter. He exercises, and so much so that he can try and take down faster and tougher prey, and not just for himself, but to give to other spiders in need for food. And he can also, with his athletic skills, he can outrun creatures like a mouse or a tarantula hawk wasp. Boleetle. He's a rhinoceros beetle with a lot of long-range weapons. Firelight. He's a firefly with lightning powers, and I know what you're thinking. Isn't this Black Lightning or Shazam? Well, if you buy the character, you can make him more original or detailed. Wart's Bird. He's a warthog who is interested in ornithology and possesses many different abilities of a bird. Like, he can be as fast as a peregrine falcon, as sharp-eyed as a hawk, or screech as loud as a parrot. Cayman Pest is a cayman inspired by mosquitoes. Is trying to, after his parents succumb to malaria, he would vow to eliminate all diseases, including the C word. Belina. She is a gigantic anthropomorphic blue whale, and she during whaling she likes to hide. Despite her size, she's able to hide from whalers and play tricks with them so they'll never bother whales ever again. Water Metaminodon. By the way, a Metaminodon is like a prehistoric rhinoceros with hippo-like features. I thought this one, originally I was going to make him as a Skylander for Imaginators, but I then thought maybe he's kind of unique. I'll have him I'll have him as a full-fledged character, which you can adopt if you want to be more off the wall and stuff. I mean, he can crunch onto he can throw a melon or crunch onto it and spit out the seeds like a bullet. TD Rail, Tasmanian Devil Rail. He's a hockey and an aggressive one at that. Sabertooth. He's a saber-toothed cat who has yet to learn how to hunt, but often he would make friends with other baby animals, like a mammoth. Does he realize that soon he'll have to grow up to be a savage killer instead of a friendly befriender. Robin Head. He's just a human with a robin for a head. Moving on. Jack the Rabbit. And never mind cute and cuddly, this bunny is a serial killer. Or worst of all, a carnivore killer. He is devoured. Hating to see his kind devoured by several predators like foxes and tigers, he vows to avenge them by killing every single predator on Earth, so herbivores should be left alone in peace and never hunted down again. He is also targeting us, because sometimes we eat rabbit stew. In case the Looney Tunes or Lord of the Rings or even one of my previous Skylanders animations didn't give you a hint. Guitar armadillo. Do you know what a 9-band armadillo is? It's an armadillo who has these 9 lines on its back, which is an advantage to curl up into a ball. Well, this armadillo, he can pop out of his shell and use his bands to be as a guitar. Dup. He is just Dup. He does whatever a Dup does. That is what he is. A Dup. Bull iguana, part bull and part rhinoceros iguana, hot-tempered, the strength of a dinosaur. Is he redeemable? Up to you. Seymour, a creature from the Black Lagoon, very blind, so thanks to a scientist, he has got these goggles that with enhanced vision. That way he can get his prey, he can get better view of his prey and attack them better. And finally, Captain Oranger, on a quest to find a planet with lots and lots and lots of fruit, so you can bring them back to Earth and give them to all the starving fruit lovers, like monkeys. Excuse me for a minute. Dad, can you call back in just 5 minutes? Guess because I'm recording, sorry. Sorry about that, fellas. It's just my somebody was on the phone. So there you have it. These are some characters I have made for Patreon, and there are more to be made. But these are some examples. Do you like any of these characters? Do you wish to adopt them for any of your works? Do you wish to design them your way? Do you wish to add in your detail to them? Do you want me to create your characters based on your specific requirements? Just donate $5 or $10 or even more here, and the character is all yours. Or I can show you my stuff and things. They can be anything you want, just with a small fee. And that's all I have to ask, really. I was going to make a promo video of this. Maybe I am still working on it, but things are getting really complicated as I am behind on so much of my works. Let me know what you guys all think about all this. Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? Do you have any suggestions on how I can improve on my Patreon account? The physical merchandise is still to be determined, like the t-shirts and the mugs. They're still TBA. That's all I have to say. I hope you've enjoyed this video.